Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video from Rachel and Eve's RI World Travel. Today, we're taking you on a journey across Okinawa to show you its amazing mix of history, culture, and fun. In this video, we're going to show you 18 places you can't afford to miss while you're on this island. Now, I know 18 places seems quite a lot, and that's why we decided to group them by locations on the north part of the island, the central part of the island, and the southern part of the island to help you make the most of your time if you're planning to visit. So whether you're a fan of history, culture, or you're just looking for something fun to do, Okinawa has something just for you, and we're gonna show it to you in this video. So let's dive in.
First, let's give you a quick orientation of the island. Okinawa is Japan's southernmost prefecture, a chain of 160 subtropical islands stretching between Kyushu and Taiwan. The main island has a population of 1.4 million and is divided into three main sections, with Naha being the capital city in the south, Okinawa City in the central part, and Nago in the north part of the island. We kick off this video at Okinawa's world-famous Ocean Expo Park. This gigantic complex of outdoor and indoor activities is a day-long experience if you want to see it all. There are a total of 12 experiences in this park, but in this video, we will only be covering 4 out of the 12. However, we have included a link to the guide map in the description section, so make sure you check it out. Our first stop is the Okinawa Churaumi Aquarium. This aquarium is one of the largest in the world and home to the breathtaking Kuroshio tank. Here, whale sharks, the largest fish on Earth, glide side by side with manta rays, creating a mesmerizing underwater show that attracts hundreds of visitors each day. Be sure to check out the shark exhibit, which is a very popular exhibit and one of our favorites, not only because of the various types of sharks here, but because of the amount of knowledge and information provided on each species of shark. Also, be sure to catch the dolphin show, which is held outdoors daily at various times throughout the day. Tickets to the aquarium can be purchased on-site or online for 2,180 yen per person, and parking is free on-site. Just a short walk down the park and you can visit the native Okinawa village. Okinawa Village gives you a glimpse of what life was like in the old Ryukyu Kingdom. As you stroll past red-tiled houses and shaded gardens, you will hear the gentle sound of traditional Okinawan music. And you will see the Okinawan way of life as it was on this island centuries ago. It is a good place to wind down, especially after the aquarium, and it's free to enter. Directly across from the village and located indoor is the Oceanic Culture Museum. Here you will find a window into the wider Pacific, its maritime traditions, island cultures, and the deep connection between the ocean and the people who continue to live in these Pacific islands. This Oceanic Expo costs 190 yen to enter. Lastly, and actually my favorite, was the Tropical Dream Center. Here you can stroll through multiple greenhouse exhibits and see more than 2,000 orchids blooming in vibrant colors. This entire place is absolutely peaceful, but best of all,
It smells amazing in here.
towards the end of the gardens, you will find the observation tower standing at 118 feet or 36 meters. There is an elevator that goes to the top of the observation deck, or you can take the stairs. Either way, when you get to the top, the panoramic views of the gardens at the bottom and the ocean are absolutely worth it. The gardens are only a 4-minute walk from the Oceanic Culture Museum, and they do cost 750 yen to enter, and they only accept cash. Just 10 minutes away on a short scenic drive and you will find yourself at Nakijin Castle. This is one of Okinawa's most stunning castle ruins because of its high position overlooking the entire coast. Built in the 14th century, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a national treasure of Okinawa. Its massive stone walls stretch across the landscape, giving us a real sense of the island's ancient Ryukin history. The panoramic views from up here are absolutely exceptional. It costs 750 yen to explore this castle, and parking is free on site. Located just a 25-minute drive south of the Nakijin Castle ruins, you will find Neo Park. This is a fun and magical place for both kids and adults looking to interact with animals. Here, you can walk around the park with various species of birds roaming freely all around you, and some expect to be fed. So make sure you have some yen to buy some bird food on the way in. There is also a small railway, a replica of an old railway in Okinawa, that goes around the park and takes about 20 minutes. The park costs 1,300 yen for an adult and 700 yen for a child to enter. There is also plenty of free parking on site. Heading further south into central Okinawa, you will find this incredibly shaped and fully intact structure of Zakimi Castle. This piece of history is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site built in the early 15th century. During that period, Zakimi Castle had a great strategic importance at a time of conflict known as the Sanzan era, when Okinawa was divided among three kingdoms. Zakimi Castle helped protect the Shuzan kingdom from northern invasions. Although the castle is long gone, the strong castle walls and curved stone archways, the oldest in Okinawa and a true engineering marvel in their time, are still standing. The castle is free to enter, and there's plenty of free parking available on site. This is one place in central Okinawa that you will definitely want to add to your itinerary. The Southeast Botanical Garden isn't only packed with lush tropical plants and towering palm trees, it's home to a variety of animals. As you walk through the garden complex, you will find everything from goats, capybaras, giant tortoises, birds, and our all-time favorite, squirrel monkeys. There's a daily schedule to feed the squirrel monkeys, and it costs a few hundred yen. And you'll be able to take a few photos while feeding the squirrel monkeys, which makes this a fun activity for both kids and adults. There are also a few other animal feeding exhibits, each with specific times daily. Just be sure to check the schedule online before you go. There's also a small trolley that can take you around the park on hot days, and it will drop you off at each one of these exhibits. Of note, if you are visiting the island between mid-October through May, the Botanical Gardens host Okinawa's tropical illumination shows. And during that time, the gardens are lit up at night, and you can visit between the hours of 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Admission prices vary depending on the experience you want, but entry into the garden during the day is 2,000 yen for an adult and 800 yen for a child, and parking is free and available on site. And only 15 minutes away, you will find Cave Okinawa. This limestone cavern was formed over tens of thousands of years, and stepping inside feels like stepping back in time. As you walk in, you will instantly feel the much cooler air, the sound shifting, and suddenly you're surrounded by natural rock formations carved by water and time. The cave has also played major roles in Okinawa's history. During the Battle of Okinawa in World War II, about 300 people sheltered here, remarkably all surviving till the end of the battle. Inside, you will discover highlights like the red and white stalactites, and in the center, you will see the shimmering golden rock, which is thought to bring good luck. Admission to the cave is 1,200 yen for an adult and 600 yen for a child, and parking is free and available on site. Moving further south into central Okinawa, you will find one of the most popular tourist destinations of the island. American Village in Chitan is one of the liveliest and most visited spots because of its colorful seaside resorts, shops, restaurants, and late-night entertainment. Located on the coast with many scenic beaches and the famous seawall, this is where you can sit and watch the sunset and even catch a fireworks show on some days. The best time to visit is at night when the village is lit up and it's much cooler. Free parking can be difficult here, especially during the summer season, but there are multiple parking lots nearby and they each cost about 600 yen for the day. Just 20 minutes away to the southeast is Nakagusuku Castle Ruins. This is the most impressive castle ruin on island, not only because of its sheer size, but also because of its dominating location overlooking both the Pacific Ocean and the East China Sea. Built for its strategic location of natural defense, its construction began in the late 14th century. Its massive stone walls and layered courtyards are incredibly well preserved, offering visitors a real sense of the island's ancient history. This castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and unlike many other castles, Nakagusuku was relatively undamaged by warfare, even during the Battle of Okinawa in World War II. This makes it an excellent living example of the Ryukyu fortress architecture. The castle costs 500 yen to enter, and parking is limited but free of charge. Moving further south towards Naha, and away from ancient castles but closer to Okinawa's spiritual history, we find ourselves at the famous Naminoue Shrine. Naminoue Shrine, which means above the waves, is a Shinto shrine situated on a high cliff above the shore overlooking the East China Sea. This Shinto shrine was once the most important religious site for the Ryukyu Kingdom, where fishermen and travelers prayed for safety at sea. Today, visitors come for blessings, festivals, and stunning views of the Naha coastline. The shrine is free to enter, but there is no parking on site, so you will need to find a paid parking lot nearby. And just 10 minutes away is Okinawa's Gokoku Shrine. Equally important, the shrine belongs to the nationwide network of Gokoku Shrines, which were established to honor the spirits of those who died in Japan's armed forces.
The shrine was originally built in 1940, but then it was destroyed during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. After that, it was rebuilt to commemorate the service members who fought and died during the battle.
This shrine is a deeply significant place for local communities, especially during annual ceremonies and festivals. The shrine honors more than 180,000 soldiers and civilians who died during the Battle of Okinawa. The shrine is free to enter, and parking is free and available on site. And less than 15 minutes away, you will descend into the former Japanese Navy underground headquarters. This gigantic underground complex of tunnels is now an underground museum. These tunnels were dug by hand in 1944 to form this enormous complex 20 meters below ground and stretching over 450 meters. These tunnels were designed to withstand US naval bombardment and aerial bombings during the Battle of Okinawa. Every inch of these tunnels gives us a raw and sobering glimpse into the desperate final defense and battle that took place on this island. Walking through these narrow, dimly lit passageways is like stepping back in time, and the haunting scars on these walls still tell the story of those who fought and lost their lives here in this battle. There are still excavations ongoing in some undiscovered parts of these tunnels, and one exhibit displays items recovered from these tunnels, including uniforms, weapons, and personal effects such as letters from soldiers to their families. The museum and tunnels cost 450 yen to enter, and there is limited parking on site, but the parking is free. Next, we highly recommend visiting the Okinawa Peace Memorial Park. This is a solemn and beautiful space dedicated to those who lost their lives in the Battle of Okinawa during World War II. The park is a cornerstone of peace, and it lists the names of more than 240,000 people who lost their lives during the battle. The park offers exhibits that cover pre-war, wartime, and post-war Okinawa, including many personal stories, artifacts, photographs, and even a replica cave where civilians hid. Walking the grounds offers a powerful reminder of the cost of war, but also highlights the resilience of the Okinawan people and the peace that Okinawa continues to enjoy in the world. Above the hills, you will find the Okinawa Peace Hall and Peace Prayer Park. Inside the hall, you will see a large 12 by 8 meter peace statue of Buddha and several art exhibits. The artwork are meant to provoke thought, reflection, and remembrance of the war and its consequences. And don't forget to check out the butterfly garden behind the Peace Hall, which are known to have black and white butterflies that are among the largest butterfly species in Japan. Entry to the park is free, but admission to the museum is 400 yen and 450 yen for the Peace Hall. There's also plenty of free parking on site. For a change of pace, we highly recommend visiting the Fukushin Garden. This beautifully crafted Chinese-style garden, complete with koi-filled ponds, arched bridges, pavilions, and waterfalls, is a must-see. This garden was built in 1992 to celebrate the city of Naha's 70-year anniversary, as well as the city's relationship with its sister city, Fuzhou in China. This entire garden is a hidden oasis in the heart of the busy city of Naha. It highlights the centuries-old ties between Okinawa and China and offers a calm retreat from the city life. The cost to enter the garden is 200 yen during the day and 300 yen at night, and there is a paid parking lot directly across the street from the gardens. As we head back into central Naha, there is one spot you absolutely can't miss: Kokusai Dori Street. This lively stretch runs for nearly 2 kilometers, and it's always buzzing with energy, day or night. Here, you will find an endless mix of souvenir shops, colorful boutiques, and street vendors selling everything from traditional crafts to favorite island snacks. As the sun sets, the street really come alive with izakayas and bars on both sides of the strip. It's the perfect place to grab unique souvenirs, taste local flavors, and soak in the vibrant spirit of Okinawa's capital city. So whether you're here shopping, eating, or just people watching, Kokusai Dori Street is a must visit, and no trip here is complete without a stroll down its alleyways.
So if you're a seafood lover, you're not gonna wanna miss this spot. Right behind me is the Makishi Public Market, and inside of it is one of the biggest and most popular fish markets here in Naha. Let's go inside so you can see why.
The Makishi market is buzzing with fresh seafood and all types of meats, local produce, mixed with a dash of chaos that makes it that much more fun. Think of this place as Okinawa's kitchen. There are 2 floors here, and on the first floor, you will see tanks of all types of fish, piles of shellfish, lobster, and everything that people in Okinawa use and eat every day. So what you do is pick out what you want to eat, then they take it upstairs to the restaurant on the 2nd floor and have it cooked for you your way. You can also order additional items off the menu, like Okinawa soba, rice, and more. This is a perfect lunch or early dinner spot, but we highly recommend checking the schedule to make sure that they are not closed, as it is common, especially during certain holidays. There is no cost to enter the market, and there is paid parking nearby. Tucked in the hidden alleyways behind Kokusai Dori Street, you will find a food market that comes alive at night. The Kokusai Street Food Village is one of our favorite places to eat, and here's why. Here, you can sample different types of Japanese and Okinawan-style street snacks and small dishes in a casual, open-air setting. This large collection of food stalls and tiny restaurants are perfect for sitting down, trying a few things off the menu, then off to the next to try something new. One spot you definitely don't want to miss when you're here in the street food village is the Tsukiji Otokomi sushi stall. This little stall may be tiny, but it serves up some of the best sushi we've had on the entire island. The flavors are fresh, the creativity in each piece is impressive, and the presentation is top-notch. To make sure you don't walk past it, we've added a strip map of the village in the description section, so be sure to check it out. Just look for stall number 2. Trust us, it's worth the stop, and when you try it out, drop us a comment and let us know what you thought.
One of the most popular theme parks in southern Okinawa is Okinawa World. This place brings together nature, history, and tradition all in one immersive complex. The first stop is the Gyokosendo Cave, the crown jewel of this park. This limestone cave is over 5 kilometers long. However, you will only be able to explore about 850 meters of it because that is the only portion which is open to the public. This is the longest cave in Okinawa and second longest in all of Japan. Inside, you will find glittering stalactites and stalagmites that have been forming for over 300,000 years. Some parts in this cave reach as high as 20 meters, and in other parts, you will even find animal fossils from thousands of years ago. But the most impressive, and why so many people come here, is the colorful water pools scattered throughout the cave. These natural water pools are formed by the underground rivers that have carved their way through the limestone over thousands of years ago. The minerals that dissolved in this water is what creates these delicate stalactites and stalagmites dripping slowly over millennia to build the formation we see here today. And just outside the cave, you will find the tropical orchards. Here, rows of fruit trees grow in Okinawa's warm climate, and depending on the season, you can see different types of fruit, including pineapples, bananas, dragon fruit, and even some mangoes. As you continue through the park, you will find an incredible lineup of craft exhibits. These workshops showcase traditional Ryukyu artistry, including glass blowing, pottery, indigo dyeing, and even pingata dyeing, which is a colorful Okinawan textile art. And of course, we couldn't help ourselves to buying some shiso dogs on the way out. Then there is the Ryukyu Kingdom Town. This beautifully reconstructed village that transports you back to the days when Okinawa was its own independent kingdom. The traditional red tiled houses and stone walls give you a feeling of walking through history. It's a living museum where you can experience what daily life looked like hundreds of years ago. Make sure you don't miss the Kingdom History Museum. Here, you can dive into the fascinating story of shisas. These guardian lion dogs are more than just decorations on this island. They have protected the Okinawan homes and families for centuries, and this museum gives you a detailed account of their significance to the Okinawan people. And finally, for something unique to Okinawa, there is the Habu Museum. The habu is the most venomous snake native to Okinawa, and here you can learn about its history, biology, and cultural significance. You can also see how the Okinawans use the habu to enhance their alcohol, or sake, which is a very cool process, and you can help yourself on the way out to a few samples, or even buy a couple of small bottles to take home with you. The park costs 2,000 yen for an adult and 1,000 yen for a child to enter, and parking is free and available on site.
And of course, no trip to Okinawa is complete without a visit to Shuri Castle.
This castle was once the heart of the Ryukyu Kingdom and one of Okinawa's most iconic landmarks. Originally built in the late 1300s, this fortress served as the political, cultural, and spiritual center of the Ryukyu kings for centuries. Throughout the castle, you will notice Chinese-influenced architecture, which reflects the deep trade connections between Okinawa, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. Shuri Castle isn't just a beautiful fortress, it's recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its historical and cultural significance. Unfortunately, the castle has faced destruction multiple times throughout its history, including during the Battle of Okinawa in World War II, and again recently in a devastating fire in 2019.
So as you could see, construction has been ongoing here since 2019, and it's expected to continue, from what I just learned, until November of 2026, when the castle will be fully open.
Entry to the castle costs 400 yen, and there is paid parking available on site.
That's it. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave us a comment and check out the description section for more details on each one of those locations. Also, consider subscribing if you want to see more videos of Okinawa and its surrounding island. Until next time, we'll see you soon.